Welcome back, fiber friends, to the long-awaited fleece washing episode. Just so you know, this is going to be a multi-parter because washing fleece takes time. First things first, I wanted to show you what I got from the spinning loft. I got some Clun Forest raw fleece, and I also got some California Red raw fleece that you're about to see in a minute. If you get a chance to purchase anything from the spinning loft, please do. It is a wonderful small business. I loved talking to the owner, and just look at this fleece. We also picked up a Jacob fleece as well. Her name is Catherine, and I'm going to be making her into some yarn. I do have another Jacob fleece as well that I'm going to be saving for making a rug, but I'm going to make a totally separate video about her. So today I am using something new to me, Unicorn Power Scour. I'm very excited to compare it to the other things like Dawn and 7th Generation that I usually use to wash fleece, and then just my usual dollar store wash bags. And I use those to just keep all of the fleece together. Here's that California Red again, guys. Just look at that. I'm so excited to spin this. So I put this in a delicates bag because I thought that I was going to be washing this in the same box as the Clun Forest. And this is how I keep them separate. I'll let one sort of float around in the box and the other I'll keep in a delicates bag. However, I did decide with the Unicorn Power Scour that I wanted to see exactly how much it can do. So I put the Clun Forest in its own separate bath, and almost immediately, I will say, it started to take off a lot of grime that took the Dawn and the 7th Generation a little bit longer to get off. Again, Unicorn Power Scour is a little bit more expensive, so use what is accessible and affordable to you. I have cleaned many fleeces with Dawn and 7th Generation, which are much more affordable. But I did want to give my honest opinion of Unicorn Power Scour, and almost immediately I noticed it was taking off grime and lanolin a lot faster. And this is, again, all cold water bath. So here's the Jacob fleece all laid out, and right now I am about to skirt the fleece. So skirting the fleece is when you remove the wool that is usually laid on the breeches and the underbelly of the sheep. It's usually a little bit coarser, a lot dirtier, usually has things like feces and urine in it. Here's an example. You can clearly see the difference between that wool and this much softer, cleaner wool right here that we want to keep. So when I do skirting, I am not afraid to skirt heavily. I set that to the side. I'll scour it and use it for other purposes that are not yarn, usually felted rug purposes. And here we are, just dunking Catherine into the cold water. Again, this is right out of my hose at home. You can see immediately all of this dirt and grime come off of the fleece. And so I usually let these cold soak for about 24 hours, so you are going to have to come back for part 2.